Hi, I'm Mary Beth Pickett from the Career Development Office, and I am pleased to welcome Cindy Keel from US Bank. Cindy is the Internship Program Manager for Campus Recruiting, and we're here to talk about their summer 2021 internships. So I'm just going to get right into it. Cindy, can you tell us a little bit about US Bank, your company culture, and how interns can contribute to the company?
Absolutely. So thank you for having me today. The internship, our US Bank culture. So I always talk about US Bank's culture around, there's two things that I talk about: what we do in our community, so giving back, whether that is through our foundations or through volunteerism. So just here in the Twin Cities, our employees in 2019 volunteered a total of 151,000 hours. So we are very much in the communities where we're living and working. And we also are giving back to the communities across the United States, not just in Minnesota, through our foundation. So there's a lot of different organizations that we're able to contribute money to, that are aligned with our values. And as we think about our interns and how they're able to contribute, they are contributing to really the bottom line of the bank while they're here. They get the opportunity to do projects that will potentially get implemented at the end of the internship. So they are working on real life business problems, creating solutions, and making an impact to the bank.
Great, great. Can you tell us about the actual internship opportunities, what that pay might entail, and what experiences students can expect from that?
Yeah, so we have a 10-week paid internship program. So in 2021, it will be from June 7th through August 13th. And there's opportunities across the United States. I'm going to talk about Minneapolis specifically. Our intent is for our program to be in person in 2021. Obviously, there's a potential for it to be virtual, but we'll make that decision in early 2021. And the pay starts at $22 an hour. And during the course of the internship, I kind of alluded to this, but they are really working on a lot of different projects. So we have opportunities for folks really wherever they are in the, or regardless of major. The only caveat I say is maybe nursing. If you're interested in nursing, US Bank is probably not going to have anything that's really going to fulfill those clinical requirements. But regardless, if you're a business major, if you're, finance, it just really, US Bank isn't just about if you have a finance or accounting degree that you can come work here. We hire all types of majors across digital, in the digital space, in the, I mentioned business and software development, technology services, portfolio management, relationship management. We just really a lot of different areas. And there's different, and the projects change every year because, like I said, it's really based on the needs of our business. And so examples of projects. So we've had a finance intern who has done a valuation of a bank. We've had folks in our accounting space who have, looked at and have realized like tax savings for us. So there's just different things that people are doing during the course of their internship, and it changes on a yearly basis.
Great, thank you. What are some of the most essential qualities to be a successful intern?
Yeah, I always say a hunger for knowledge and learning. So this is your opportunity to get to learn about what it would be like to work for the bank or work in a specific industry. And so I always say play your intern card and use it again and again. This is the only time in your life that you're going to be able to say, I'm an intern, I want to learn. Not that you should stop learning after you're not an intern, but people love interns, and they want to give their knowledge to interns. And so for me, it's looking for someone who has that thirst for knowledge, and then someone who is going to be adaptable. So things are always changing on a whim, right? We went from, an in-person program last year to working in a virtual environment, and our interns had to learn how to work from home. So folks who are going to be agile and adaptable as well. And then overall, I think it's those strong communication skills, both written and verbal, regardless of where you are, you're going to need that. And so this is an opportunity to hone in on those skills. And I think the last thing is that openness to feedback. So I'm sure this is not going to be the last time that folks are going to hear someone say this, but feedback is a gift. No matter how hard it is to hear that feedback, we don't love it, right? Like, we want to think we're perfect and we're doing great and there's nothing we can do that's different. We are like the best person ever for this job. But the reality is we all get feedback regardless. And we don't stop getting feedback at any point during our career. And so taking that feedback and figuring out how to make adjustments throughout the course of the internship and implement those changes. So being able to see that incremental growth during the course of the summer is really great.
Great, thank you. Cindy, are there full-time job opportunities once the internship is complete?
Yes. So for our folks who are juniors, so we hire both sophomores and juniors. So folks who are finishing their junior year are eligible for what we call intern conversion. And so they will, based on performance and business need, there's definitely opportunities to convert into a full-time role upon graduation.
Great, that's important for our students to hear,
Mm-hmm.
I think. What training do you provide interns to help them succeed in the internship?
Yeah, so our internship starts with orientation. So if it's in person, it's a one-day orientation. If it's virtual, it's across a few days, so that we're not sitting in front of a screen for 8 hours a day, just staring at it. So we provide, and during that training, it's kind of US Bank 101. Excuse me, US Bank 101. So it is learning a bit more about our culture, about our organization, about the business lines, how kind of really, and also banking 101. While I work in HR, it's important for me to understand how banking works and how the industry works. So getting that kind of that base level understanding as well. And then we also dig into ethics, which is a huge part of our culture. We dig into diversity, equity, and inclusion. Again, another huge part of our culture. And then throughout the course of the internship, there's different training. So this past summer, we did a training for all of our interns on unconscious bias. We brought in an external vendor to help do that for us. And then we did training around Agile. So we use the Agile methodology. We have Agile studios across the organization. And so how do we use that? And so we did a training on Agile. We did a training on if you're someone who wants to get their CPA, if you want to get your CFA. There's just a lot of different trainings that we do that aren't all required, but it's to hopefully help continue to round out understanding of the organization. So some of it's very specific to US Bank, and some of it, like the unconscious bias training, is going to be something that is going to be really some of that more personal and professional development.
So my final question, Cindy, is tell me about the application timeline for people that are interested now for the summer internships.
Yeah, absolutely. So our deadline for applications is October 2nd. So it's coming up very quickly, and we will be doing first round interviews kind of thereafter. If selected to move forward in next steps, the final round of interviews will be the end of October, either the 23rd or the 26th. And then we extend offers very shortly thereafter.
Great, thank you. Well, Cindy, thanks for your time today.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're really happy to be able to present this to our students. And I would encourage our students to contact Career Development as well if you would have questions on your resume or your cover letter, or how to tweet, work on your interviewing skills. So contact us at askcareer@stcate.edu. Cindy, thank you very much. We appreciate your time.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.